You want to get them started the fastest way possible, right? You want to get them doing the activities that are going to lead to results.
If you really want some success in 2022, make sure you're spending a significant amount of time on working on the business.
Hey, Craig, let's get into some coffee talk.
Hey, I love it. I love doing some coffee talk.
Well, talk about what?
Dogs, daughters, whatever. It's coffee talk.
Coffee talk.
Boom. This is it.
Oh, are you sad?
I am sad. It's our final coffee talk.
Yes, but we're going into this new year with some renovatio.
And if you listen to the whole episode, you're going to find out at the very end what is replacing coffee talk
Of this episode?
Yeah. We'll let them know. We'll let them know.
Who knows, though?
You and I do.
Oh. Keeping it a secret to myself.
So 2022's 6-step success secret sauce number 1.
Numero uno.
What is number 1, Mr. Craig?
It's Coach You, baby. You are the coach.
Wow.
Uh-huh.
Why is it number 1, Mr. Craig?
It's the be-all, do-all, because the fish rots from the head, my friend. If things aren't going right, if the fires are burning all around you, guess who that falls on?
100%. That's it. And everything that you have and that you've created, good or bad, has been from the actions that you've taken. I think that the number one most important thing for any agency owner or business owner or anything is to understand that no matter what, like, it's your fault, good or bad. If you get good results, praise the team. If you get bad results, take the responsibility.
Take the heat. Take the heat.
Take the heat.
But I mean the Miami Heat.
How liberating. I know we've talked about this before, but how liberating is it when you take on all that responsibility? No more pointing fingers at, oh, well, this person, these leads, this, that, the other thing. It's like,
I think it unloads that burden of resentment, right? Because resentment is just a freaking nasty seed that's going to spread and just create a lot of bitterness. So accepting that responsibility and then trying to look for either the lesson or the learning that you can get from that, and then moving on, right? Moving on and expanding from that.
Yep. And trying to change the results in the future. Okay, if that's my fault, what did I do to create that? And let's do something differently.
And don't be too hard on yourself. It's okay. We're all humans.
No, but take it and do something about it.
Yeah.
And coach your team. Coach yourself and coach your team.
Yep.
If your team's, no one's happy every day. So take that responsibility to coach your team, get them pumped.
Yep.
Get them stoked to work for you. Because if they're stoked to work for you, they're going to stoke out other people.
Yep. Well, but they're going to bring in, as you bring in new people, because everybody that's new always asks, so what's really like working here? You want them to have your back. You want everybody to want to be here and, row in that same direction. So you create that culture, and it starts with the agent, right? And it starts with the agent making it a great work environment. And it's putting together all the pieces that we've talked about over the last 5 other of these final coffee talks. It's putting those pieces together, right? You're in charge of that marketing. Figure out what it's going to be, make that decision, and stick with it. So important, right? Give them the right tools to make it happen. Teach them how to sell. Hold them accountable, because you know what? Like, somebody who goes to the gym and then hires a personal trainer, they do it so that they'll be held accountable, right? Be their personal trainer to hold them accountable. And as you scale, you're going to peel back a little bit, maybe insert another tier, and then you're going to have 2 or 3 managers that they're going to now report to you. So you can't you can't be doing it for the whole masses at some point. But that's what you want to strive for.
Yep. And you just really want to take on that role. Just take on the role of the coach. That more importantly than anything else, even if you're in the weeds now, you're the one-man show, it doesn't matter. Yeah. But just, you're the coach. Like, look at it like, as soon as you bring somebody on, you're the rock. You're the one that sets the expectation, that sets the standard, that creates. So take that role super seriously, because I think Craig and I were both at a place at one point where we didn't take that seriously and the results were much different. So,
Oh yeah, of course, right? And all of us have been in the role of one man show, whether it was by choice or it happened. And that's a great time to reflect, figure out, okay, why am I in this situation? But one thing I do know, as tenacious as anybody is, the one man show is not sustainable. And it's not something that's going to put you in a situation where you create legacy. If that's not what the desired outcome is, that's fine. But I think it's important to also know that it's not something that can go forever. You can't be the best salesperson and the best marketer and the, and all the different things that need to be done.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, why own it? Go work for somebody if you want to be the salesperson. It's okay to do the sales, but it is going to pull away from your ability to be effective in all of the other places.
And so for us being the coaches of this podcast right now, let's just recap of 2022's 6-step success secret sauce, starting with number 6, the business. And that's what Craig was just talking about, working on the business rather than in the business. You can do both, but if you really want some success in 2022, make sure you're spending a significant amount of time on working on the business.
Yep. Business plan. Develop all the systems, meaning the processes, having the accountability system and knowing what your key performance indicators are. What are your KPIs?
Right. Secret sauce number 5, hiring, prospecting candidates, how to interview, how to choose, hire for culture. That's super important.
Yep. Assessing the staff, having a good onboarding plan. You have to know what's going to happen. I remember just bringing people on and just being like, okay, here we go. And it's just a mess. And that doesn't lead. Well. It doesn't work well, right? There isn't a good, everybody's trained differently. It's a hot mess. You don't want the bad news bears. You want to get them started the fastest way possible, right? You want to get them doing the activities that are going to lead to results, not just for you, but for them. So they want to stay. And then training them, ongoing training. Then number 4 of 2022 6-step, it should be sizzling success secret sauce. Number 4 is the training, right?
Yep. What kind of training?
Yeah. What kind?
Sales, service, training on all different types of systems in your agency, phone handling, agency culture, leadership and development, and just those consistent meetings.
Mm-hmm. Consistent. And then number 3 of the 6-step success secret sauce, marketing.
One of our favorites.
Yes.
Our favorites. Internet leads, mailers, live transfers, branding, Google My Business, huge.
Oh, yeah, that was good.
All the socials. Those referral programs, the referral partners, anything branding is a big win when it comes to the internet, because it's got its stamp on the internet that will be there for a while. So
yep.
Everybody's on the internet. Let's just be honest.
Show. And then when we look now to the number 2, the deuce, 2022's 6-step secret sauce is sales.
Sales. That was good.
Yeah. So having the right systems, the right CRM, the proper phone skills, how to work the phone, having the right phone equipment. Remember those headphones.
Yes.
Texting, doing it right, doing it the way that is compliant, following all the protocols because you want to follow the rules. And then emails. Remember using the subject line to get them to open it. Then in the something compelling to get them to want to get a quote. And then of course we're going to almost say it every time is meetings. Got to have those meetings.
Got to have them. Yep. And if you're having meetings, that leads us to number 1, which you are the coach.
Yes, the coach.
Coach you. You are the glue for your agency. Yeah. Everything happens based on what you do in your agency. So, coach you. Most important part,
important part. Do you want to be the glue that holds it all together or the rotting fish head?
Nobody wants the rotting. Yeah.
That's smelly. We don't want that. So super important. And
I like what you put there last.
Yeah. You don't have to do everything. but you do need to conduct the orchestra, right? You're not playing the trumpet and the freaking cello and all those other instruments that there are. You're not playing them all, but you're orchestrating this thing, right? You're overseeing that all of it is working. And that doesn't necessarily mean micromanaging, but it does mean having your finger on the pulse of your business.
Yep. And so that leads us going up to number one. Number one being the most important thing for your role in the agency is being the coach. Every coach needs what in their agency?
Playbook.
A playbook. So, a little bit of a spoiler alert. What is replacing Coffee Talk is going to be the Insurance Dude's insurance playbook.
Oh!
Ooh.
Hot Sally.
Because we know how important it is. And so in 2022, we have a new season, and we're super excited. And our commitment to you is to bring you a bunch of agent interviews, new format we have, and it's really to help create the playbook for you and your agency to come out firing. So we streamlined our podcast to be pretty much, we might have a couple random ones here and there, but pretty much geared towards doing interviews with agency owners that are crushing it and finding out the key things that really drive them and make their agencies able to take it to the next level. And we know this. Craig and I have learned so much from doing all these interviews, and especially with agency owners and learning. It's like, it doesn't matter who it is, you're going to get some nuggets from each agency owner. Everybody runs their business completely differently. So we're super excited. We just started recording.
Super grateful.
Yes. Super grateful.
Yeah.
And we just recorded our first agent interview, and it went so well. And we're so excited about it. It's going to drop the first week of January.
It's so good.
So good.
So I have a couple asks. If you know an agent that has great experience and has really been knocking the ball in the park, shoot them our way. And you can text or send us an email, however you want to get a hold of us, Facebook, the YouTubes, but that'd be great. And yeah.
And we're looking forward to taking the page out of there, at least one page per agent's playbook, and send them to your way. So we're super excited. And that's our final.
Well, Happy New Year. How about a Happy New Year? Happy New Year.
Yeah.
This is dropping right here, right before New Year. So Happy New Year. We'll see you on the other side, on the flippity flip.
Let's say it for the last time, Mr. Craig.
It's a coffee talk.
And that's a coffee talk.
That's a coffee talk. Don't cry, Mr. Jason. It's a coffee talk.
Hey, Jason.
Yes, Mr. Craig.
That was another awesome episode, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, if people want to get a little bit more action and learn how to write 100,000 in premium off of even the worst internet leads, where could they go?
They can go to live.teledudes.com.
Ooh, that sounds exciting. Are we going to be there?
Yes. It's a weekly call that we're doing right now it's live, and it will show you the process. The entire process is super awesome.
I love it. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Sign up right now, live.teledudes.com.
Live.teledudes.com. That's live.teledudes.com.
Hey, Craig, there's a new community that we are starting that I cannot wait to tell everybody about. It is our live texting community where you and I are going to answer people's questions and give them free content, right?
Are you kidding me? We get to talk to them?
Yeah, which is awesome, but they have to opt in. They have to text us at 520-214-2219. That's 520-214-2219.
Nice.
Craig, are you going to respond to these texts?
I'm going to respond to them for sure. Live.
I'm into it too. It's going to be awesome. And it's going to be our new texting community where we're going to get back to everybody that we can and drop some crazy content, free content, and free the calculator that you just came up with. That's right. The calling calculator, sales material. I mean, everything for insurance agents. This is it. It's the best texting community out there for insurance agents.
Well, what the heck is that number again? I can't remember it.
It's 520-214-2219. That's
Okay.
520-214-2219.
I love it. I'm going to text it right now.
520-214-2219.
All right. I'll see you later, Mr. Jason.
Bye, Mr. Craig.
Wait, do they even listen to this on the radio anymore?
I love it. I love it.
Nice.
All right.